Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and I'm so happy you've chosen to join me today for this techniques video. Today I am going to share with you how I use Stampin' Up's embossing paste. Now this is the card that I've made, and and will be on my blog today if you want to have a closer look at it, but I'm not going to make the full card on video, but I am going to share with you how I created this kind of brick background using the Stampin' Up embossing paste. Now this is super simple, and I'm going to keep it really simple. I do have some more videos and things planned with the embossing paste, colouring it and things like that. But for today I thought we'd keep things really simple and just a standard how you're going to get this stuff onto your cardstock. It's magic. It's so beautiful. So that's my card. And this is your embossing paste. This is how it comes. It comes in a little bag, and I've kept mine in the bag just to try and prevent it drying out too much. Now you might open this up and go, oh my goodness, there's not in there. But this isn't, it's not filled by volume, it's filled by weight. And they come in, I think it's 4 ounces, 118 mils of embossing paste in here, and it does expand and contract. And when I opened the lid on mine, I thought, oh, that's really full, and the first time I used it, and then I put my spatula into it and it all sort of disappeared. So, but there's loads in here, it'll last you forever. Now I have used it a little bit, as you can see, and it's quite a thick, it's a weird texture. It's kind of fluffy, but gritty would be the way I'd describe it. So the other thing you will need is a set of palette knives. Now these are the Stampin' Up ones. We have 3 palette knives in the pack, and they do have names, but I don't know what they are. So I've got one with a diamond and 2 other ones, and I do use them for different things. So we then also have our pattern party decorative masks, which you can't say 3 times fast at all. But there are 4 6x6 inch masks in this pack, and you'll see mine are a mess. So we have got the brick pattern, that's because they've been used. If anything in your craft room is clean and tidy, it's unloved in my opinion. It's got to look a mess, otherwise it, you know, your clear photopolymer stamps are stained, aren't they, because you've used them. So this is exactly the same. So we have got the brick pattern. We have got a kind of diamond pattern that's really pretty. We've then got this one that goes really well with the Eastern Palace suite, and this one, which is the messiest one, because I've had soft sky coloured embossing paste all over this, which is clouds, and they are so pretty. We're going to use the brick pattern today, so I've put the others off to one side, and then I've got a couple of other essentials. So other brands are available. I've got my trusty baby wipes. These are not the ones I usually use. I do use Tesco's just because that's where I do my shop, and I don't have a baby either. So I go through so many baby wipes, and my husband goes, well, you don't need that many. I'm like, no, I really do. I go through hundreds of these. And the only reason I've got these ones is because we did an online shop. We usually use the one with the blue stripe on it. And they upgraded me, so I'll take that. And I've also got a roll of kitchen towel. So, oh, and my piece of cardstock. Now, the other thing that I do slightly differently from other people is I have got a glass top desk. So I mix my embossing paste on my desk itself. But some demonstrators prefer to use their silicone mat. Now mine is covered in glue, so I'm not going to do that. But I wouldn't advise mixing onto your clear blocks unless you want to buy one specifically for embossing paste, because it doesn't clean off. It's difficult to clean off, basically. So keep your clear blocks for stamping, and grab either a tile or a silicone mat or something like that to mix your embossing paste on. So I'm going to just remove my... If I move my grid paper, you're going to see my shiny, shiny desk. So let's just scoot everything up a little bit. No, I'm going to have to do it off camera. So I'm going to put my embossing paste off to one side, just because that's the easiest way for me to do it. So we have got our Dapper Denim cardstock. This one is in Berry Burst. But I've got, as I said in a video, I think it was probably last week, I've filmed a few videos today. I don't know what's going on when. I've got hundreds of sheets of Dapper Denim. Sorry, moving the camera. And I need to get some of it used up. So I'm using Dapper Denim at the moment. So I've got some washi tape that's retired, and it actually lives on the mount that I put my camera on. So that's what the bobbling was all about. I'm going to pop a bit of washi tape just to hold down my cardstock, and then I'm going to do exactly the same to my mask. And you don't need to do much, just a little bit, just to stop it wiggling too much. Then I am going to grab this palette knife. This is the one I prefer to use. I tend to use this one when I'm mixing a colour in, and I use this one to spread out over large areas. So I'll be using this one on my mask itself, but I'll be using this one to scoop out with. So I'm going to scoop out, it doesn't need to be very much. Even that is probably a bit too much, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'll put that off to one side, put the lid firmly back on your paste. It will dry, it does dry out, and you've got to be really careful. The reason I've got baby wipes and the reason they're so handy is because I now need to wipe that spare embossing paste off that blade, off that palette knife, get rid of it, because I don't want it to dry on there and then ruin my palette knife. So I'm going to pick up all of that embossing paste, so it's all on that palette knife, and I'm going to pop a blob of it down there and a blob of it down here, up there. And the reason I use this one is because it's got that long flat edge. And I don't know how well you're going to see this, because I'm left-handed and therefore do things at a slightly funny angle. I'm just going to spread and press that embossing paste into the mask. Now, there's several ways of doing this, where you can make it really flat like I have at the bottom, at the top there, or you can do it really, really rough. And it works better actually on the cloud one, where you can kind of get it all bobbly. So I'm going to just bobble that up a little bit, and you can see that I've still got loads of embossing paste left on there, so I'm not going to waste it. I open my tub and I'm going to just get that back into that tub, because I don't want to, it's just too good to waste. So lid on really firmly, get rid of that. You can see it's already drying on my hand, so get rid of the paste off of there. I need to quickly move this off of here. You can see that beautiful embossing paste on there, but before we get to that, I am just going to really quickly, with my baby wipe, get as much of that paste off as I can, and I'm going to just put it on my glass surface, just to really just get rid of it, because I don't want it to stick. And this is why I then keep my kitchen roll handy, just to get then the rest of it just off. There we go, and that is clean, or as clean as it's ever going to get. So that is how I've created this embossing paste background for this fabulous Delightful Daisy card. This card will be over on my blog, and I will give you a close-up look at this. So this is where I've smoothed it, and this is where I've kept it kind of bobbly, and I love that look where it's all, there's just lots of dimension to it. It's so pretty. Don't forget that anything you've seen in my videos can be purchased from my online store. Link is in the down bar below, or you can visit my blog over at stampinbyhannah.co.uk. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.